Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Alabama's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Gets away. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Blazers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Takes the easy completion. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Then the short completion brings up 2nd down. Give to the back. At the 35, he's open. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there. Just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Catch in the middle. It's Henderson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it, but he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him to football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert.
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Finds his big tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped him getting the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They're going to ride this running back. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Here on 3rd down. It's a draw. Shakes off the tackle. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Card in the backfield. It's Haynes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Into the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. To the air, it's Zeno. He makes the connection. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. 3rd and short, they got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. They're bringing heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And the Blazers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Bust through behind his pad. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes that Alabama offense. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Paul.
That's it, David. Just a couple of 1st downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Back to throw, it's Zeno. Grabs it in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Blazers headed quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get to him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking for a crease. It's Beebe. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're going to throw it again. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read.
Delay of game, offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Here comes that Alabama offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Hey, whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Delay of game, offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. All wideouts, no backs. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Intercepted. Touchdown, Blazers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's moving out of the pocket. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. That last fake didn't work. They might stick with punting it this time. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
They'll try the right side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Blazers will hustle to the line. They go to the draw. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be fourth down and 3.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. And it's picked off for the third time today. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the running back. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. With the catch, it's Miller. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now, after the short completion, it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On second down, just keeps firing. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, UAB!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Dances away. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Pressure coming. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line. Back to the air one more time. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. On the run, still looking. Trying to find his man in the middle. And he hauls it in inside the 30.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive...
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And into the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct running down.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline and get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Scanning the field, it's Zeno. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And sure, the Blazers will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll bring it back. It's Adams. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Stopped after making the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Gets it out fast. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Line gets set, 1st down. On the run, it's Beebe. Hits the spin cycle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the